light is blinding.
It is rather overwhelming.
So we must enter the light again, it seems.
It almost stings the skin, don't you think?
Yes, I feel the same.
Grin and bear it! We must succeed this time! Okay, I need to start meditating so I can focus. Don't bother me till I'm done. I'll make sure all goes to plan this time. A wondrous and beautiful first light! My brooch awaits your divine radiance!
Aerie is really giving it her all. She may feel responsible for things going awry last time.
Can you make some notes in your journal, ring a bell?
All right, I'll jot down anything that seems important. But I'm not sure how much I can do. Besides the piloting, there is one other problem. Yes, we'll have him to deal with when he comes.
You mean we have to go through that again?
Let us head to the deck. Alternus.
Where is she?
Who do you mean?
Where is that peculiar fairy?
You mean Aerie? Aerie? But why?
Tell me where she is, now!
Just what do you intend to do to her?
Slay her, of course. Once she's gone, this will end.
Do not try to stop us.
How could you betray the Grand Marshal? Your own father! Can you not see the grief you have caused?
It is always the same with you. You never listen to me. You and my father have done nothing but stand in my way. When you shattered the Sky Stone on the Echelon, when we entered the Eternian Central Command, you hindered us at every step. How can I understand without a word of explanation? For mercy's sake, tell us the whole story!
You...
Alternus?
Who are you?
What?
You are not Idea.
I don't...
Oh, it's shaking!
You are all trying to deceive me. Stand aside, cowardly fools, or your blood shall soak this dark blade.
Vem. Vê seu bosta. Aqui não precisa escanear, né? Tem mago, né? Que me lembre. Você ataca magia, na verdade. Né?
Do you know that fairy's true objective? She intends to let the power of the crystals run wild. You have all fallen for her ruse. That includes you, Wind Vestal.
Eu odeio quando eu faço isso, velho.
Awakening the crystals will not save the world. On the contrary, it shall bring the world to ruin. I heard this from the Grand Marshal himself. Our true enemy is not the Wind Vestal, but the Christ Fairy.
Tudo escuro.
Alternus.
You... Why? Ring a bell! Hey! Ring a bell!
Are you alright? You just keeled over. We were worried.
The ship is pitching deep. Can you take the wheel, ring a bell?
Yes, I'm fine.
Then let's hurry back to the bridge.
My memory seems to have returned. I see now. All is clear.
Já sabe quem é, né?
Hold on to something, everyone! Ring a bell!
I'm trying. She won't come around.
It has to work!
Ressonância foda-se, inquietação.
Good
Dia.
morning. Time to wake up. Come now, that's it. You picked a fine time to visit this land, what with all the trouble about. Terrible luck, that.
E mais uma vez, o tempo reseta. De novo.
Did we just...
Yes, it's happened again.
Alright, everyone. What's the last thing you remember?
We were in Grandship when it plunged into the Holy Pillar, and Ares' brooch began absorbing its light.
That's when Alternus attacked. Same as the last time. Or was it the time before?
That's what I remember, too. And just as in the world before last, my memory stops there.
Yeah. Oh, my poor aching head.
Beg pardon, but I must ask you to leave now that you're up. No telling what troubles a stranger brings in his wake.
All right, we're leaving.
Strangers? The innkeep spoke as if he'd never seen us before.
You're right. But how could that...
My mind gets twisted in knots more and more with each go-round.
Ai, joguinho.
Innkeeper, before we go, can I ask what's become of the Great Chasm?
Is that what you lot are here about? Well, I'd stay away from there if I were you. They say it swallowed up Norende a week ago. The entire village, mind. Every last one of the poor villagers perished, save one wee lad. Pitiable child, losing his entire family in a day. Word is, he was saved by his elder brother. That's the only reason he survived.
Elder brother?
Yes, even stayed a spell here. When he left, he mentioned something about rebuilding his village.
I don't understand.
Ahoy!
It's Dad's! This makes the second time we have failed.
Sorry, everyone. Wish I could say why, but I haven't a clue.
What if something really did happen, and we've simply lost our memories of it?
Ring a bell. Remember what I asked you? To write down everything that happened in the Holy Pillar.
Of course. Let's see what I came up with. The second holy pillar. Eri entered a state of trance. The Dark Knight, Alternus Dim, attacked. As in the previous world. He bore my face. Who or what is he? That's all I have.
That's how I remember it.
Dats, did you all see anything?
Nah, we evacuated to the hold. Couldn't see much of anything from down there.
Well, we can't keep charging on blindly. It's happened twice in a row. It can't be an accident. And I don't think we're simply traveling back in time. There are too many glaring conflicts.
What are your thoughts, Eri? Why have we failed?
I wish I knew.
Well, if even Eri is at a loss, then there is no point in debating this any further. We shall just have to awaken the crystals again as we did in the previous world.
I'm starting to wonder, is what Eri says right?
What?
Are you saying what we've been doing is wrong? I can't blame you for doubting, but...
No one has ever tried to awaken the crystals and evoke the Holy Pillar, have they? That means no one knows whether that will erase the Great Chasm. Not even Eri.
But Eri is the culmination of the wisdom of generations of Vestals. She cannot be wrong.
Then how do you explain Alternus Dim's words? What did he mean?
What Alternus said? Wait, what did he say? Anya's?
What he spoke of was inconceivable.
But Dim isn't the only one. Idia's father believed that awakening the crystals was dangerous.
That's enough, Ring a Bell. If we believe his claims, then everything we've done so far was for naught.
Is that reason enough to reject them out of hand, though?
Excuse me. How about including me in this conversation?
Part of my memory came back when I saw Dim's face back in the Holy Pillar.
It did?
Yes, but just a tiny fragment. Barely even a coherent thought. It was the number 6. And I saw Idia being slain by a creature I'd never seen before. I just looked on while it happened.
Ugh, I'll thank you not to go killing me off in your weird fantasies.
I don't... I just don't know.
Ring a bell? Are you all right?
Does your head still hurt?
No, I'm fine now.
Tell me truthfully, do you really doubt Eri?
No, it's not... I don't doubt her. It's just... I think it's dangerous to assume all Ares says is correct. That's all I meant to say. Even a Christ fairy can make mistakes.
Can I ask you something?
Let me guess. Dark night, Alternus dim?
You said part of your memory came back when you saw his face. Ring a bell. He looked just like you. It was past the bounds of brothers. You would have to be perfect twins. What do you make of it all? What do these new memories of yours say?
I deliberately held my silence in front of Eri, but I believe we're in a parallel world.
A parallel world?
The fact that Alternus Dim and I both exist at the same time is proof enough of that.
You're not saying...
Exatamente. Desliga aqui.
Feast your eyes! Well, I thought... Well, have you seen this?
This place doesn't seem any different. Birgit was made Flower Maiden at the 47th Sacred. It looks like the Sacred Flower Festival.
I wonder what Olivia is doing. Let us go visit the matriarch.
Deixa eu ver se a Olivia tá aqui, vai.
Who might you?
I am the vessel of wind. Anya.
Ah, I see it now. My, but you've grown, dear. Sadly, Olivia has gone into hiding.
Oh, I see. Do you know where we might find her?
I'm afraid not, but I do receive word from her on occasion. That is all I know, that she is alive and well somewhere in this land.
Look!
This crystal has also reverted.
Wait, something lurks nearby.
Another creature back from destruction!
Here they come!
Hurry up and awaken the crystal before we are beset by more beasts!
Of course. I'm ready, Eri.
I'm sure you have the hang of it, but if there's anything you'd like to go over again, just ask. Okay, let's go over the Rite of Awakening again. You can stir the crystal awake by reciting ritual. Keep going until I tell you to stop. Got it? When I say stop, you have to stop right away.
Are you sure we have been doing this correctly? I would hate for it all to be in vain again.
Huh?
It just worries me a little.
Olha lá.
Not yet! Just a little longer! More! Keep going!
Capaz de explicar. Não acontece nada? Tá, tá.
Still not enough! You can do this!
Não sei que acontecer alguma coisa. Mas eu acho que nada acontece.
Great work, Agnes! The water crystal has been awakened!
Are you alright, Agnes? You ought to rest for now.
Yes, thank you.
I wonder if it will work this time. I hate not knowing if we're even doing the right thing.
Ring a bell.
My head. It feels like it's about to...
Ring a bell!
Memórias.
No. No. I told you. This would...
Ring a bell. Ring a bell! Can you hear me?
Are you alright? You just collapsed out of nowhere.
Are you not feeling well?
I was frozen in fear. I failed. Failed to protect you.
Huh?
Look!
This crystal has also reverted.
Wait, something lurks.
Another creature!
Here they come!
Hurry up and awaken the crystal before we are beset by more beasts!
Of course. I'm ready, Eri.
I'm sure you have the hang of it. Okay, let's go over the... You can steer the Keep going until I tell you to stop. Got it? When I say stop, you have to stop.
Are you sure we have been doing this correctly? I would hate for it all to be in vain again.
Huh?
It just worries me a little.
Wait, can I ask you something, Eri?
Now? We're about to start the rite of awakening.
But what would happen if she continued to pray to the crystal even after you told her to stop?
How many times do I have to explain it? Haven't you been listening? The crystal would be destroyed if she didn't stop.
And what happens if it's destroyed?
What? That would be terrible! Mankind would no longer receive its blessings.
Well, why can't we just do without its blessings? Wouldn't we get used to it?
It's not a matter of getting used to it. I mean, without the crystals, we couldn't rid the world of darkness.
It hasn't worked in 2 tries so far.
I know, but that's not the issue here. Besides, if the crystals were destroyed, the wind, it would cease forever, and fire would rage out of control. Water would turn putrid, and the earth would dry up.
I see. Sorry for interrupting.
All right, Agnes. Let's try that again.
Minha menina ficou sem paciência, olha só.
Not yet! Just a little longer!
Memórias.
Then, it isn't a cure to rid the world of darkness.
Ring a bell! Are you all right?
Yes. Sorry about that.
You sounded as though you were in terrible pain.
No need to worry about me. I'm fine.
I've been wondering about something, Ring a Bell. Since we came to this world, I haven't snapped at you to stop talking once. It was every third word from my mouth before.
I...
Ah?
Which is a front.
Where does this come from?
You have conspired with the Time Mage Kammer, King of Ansheim, to monopolize the well here.
And you hired desert thieves to attack those who went to the oasis for water.
You have no evidence of this!
We have proof. A note containing instructions to the thieves, and another mentioning a hidden passage to the palace.
Impossible! What is going on? Why would this fall into your hands? You must have skulked into my place of work. Fine, you have unmasked me, but this
Needs.
Is this not obvious? Skills, elite.
I trust.
You shall be richly rewarded!
Then we have.
What? I've been...
Any further, that bears a cert.
That's not a...
Then this is.
This is fraud! The great Sigma Kid. Former commander of Eternia's occupation. Reduced to a lowly bodyguard to pay for his daughter's treatment. How far the mighty fall. He had his chance to share in the spoils, but that boat sailed 15 years past. Treatments? Bah, what a bald face.
Ele tem outras falas, eles têm.
He seemed even nastier than before, don't you think?
It's not like he was doing anything differently, though.
I felt it. His words grated more than in the previous.
I feel more relieved we have beaten him too.
It seems women are being tricked and captured in this world as well.
We must set them all free.
Ah, but that would put me...
It's the Red Old Man!
Now that is unfortunate. You could have at least called me You do realize you are trespassing. I think it's time you...
We know what you are up to. You must stop using these women for your wicked ends.
Oh, do you now? My pretty little thing.
Pheromore toxin.
What? Well, knock me over with a feather.
You told us yourself.
I did? Just a second. Have I met you somewhere before?
No, I believe you have yet to make our acquaintance.
Feigning ignorance, are we? Very well. How much do you know?
You use cologne containing pheromore toxin to trick and exploit women for your own gain.
Well, well. Isn't this awkward? You seem to have seen right through me. You do realize the women I woo get something out of this too, right? My techniques are truly superior.
You filthy old man!
Oh, so that is how you want to play it. I'll warn you, I'm not the kind to roll over easily. It looks like I'll have to teach you the hard way.
Okay.
Since you're...
Yeah, we know. Captain of the Blood Rose Legion, the Red...
Whoa, hold on there.
Outro foi. Ah, nem tem diálogo dele.
It's the king again.
All is going according to plan. Is it not brilliant?
Yes, perhaps you are right.
There is
Uma
no
coisa.
path through my collapse. The public the more I steer their discontent toward the wind vestal, the more they will all thankfully, the vestal has not returned from the kingdom of Chaldis. Without the vestal, the people can devote themselves. It is only a matter of time before believers of crystalism disappear. We have no need for the crystals or the vestals. I shall become the supreme power here, and under the banner of anti-crystalism, the kingdom of Ansheim shall thrive. With me as ruler, this kingdom can last 1,000 years. How delightful it will be!
Do you think it will be that easy?
Do not be such a bore.
My apologies.
What? This isn't... How?
Regardless, I am here.
And just what did you supposedly hear? What news?
You're a poor actor, King.
You have some proof, then? Some evidence to show that I made these comments?
He's like a child caught in a lie.
No, of course no such proof exists. I know you lot are plotting to tear me from the throne, but it won't work. It won't.
Have you no shame? No sense of duty to those you rule?
Just where did you creep in from?
We came through the secret passage in the giant clock. We know that you and Propateur are in
I trust you did not see anyone but soldiers on your way here.
What do you mean?
I see. Well then, not a soul will miss you if you and your companions die here, wind vestal.
You horrid beast!
Do not let any leave here in one piece.
Then we have a contract. If price is no object.
There is no place. I'll give my throne to no one! No one!
Just a bit more. Still.
Não falou nada aqui não, diferente.
Where will the kingdom go from here?
I will take up the mantle. Ansheim will have to change. What is certain is that it will ever be a welcome home. We will pray for your...
Meu amigo, tu tá sozinho, hein?
Hello, hello. Look what the cat dragged in. My throat is parched beyond belief. And it's all because of you. Don't think you're getting out of this one alive. That's what a rat gets for stumbling into it.
I know the pain that you feel, but I must ask you to stop this nonsense now!
You what? Dozy old shrew! How dare you pretend to know me?
You are accosting the townspeople who come to draw water at the oasis at the merchantry's bidding. Also, the Camera and Profiter merchantry can make money. This is pure selfishness.
Huh? What's with you people? What about proof? Can you prove I'm behind this?
There's your evidence.
What? How did you get a hold of this? Criminy! Everything's going down the drain! I can't handle this thirst! You lot have come here to take everything from me, eh? Hypocrites like you always rush about, sword in hand, ready to fleece the last penny from the likes of me without it. My worthless parents were born victims who lost everything they had. In the end, they cast me aside and left me to die. So there's me, still a kid, all by my lonesome in the desert. I was taken in by what I thought were good people, but they turned out to be scum, just like my parents. They just wanted to make a quick buck off me. Once I was worthless to them, I was out on my backside. Do you know who saved me in the end? A band of thieves. Now isn't that something? They took from others, but gave me a reason to live. It was them who taught me that to make it, you have to be the exploiter, not the exploited. So that's what I do. I won't give that up for a bunch of pretenders like you!
É, o Guto tá sozinho.
Cripes! If only I could see one last time. Not my parents. The boss.
Ah, por um lado ele não foi bom dado pro chefe, né? Que ele morreu.
You're going to be all right. You can't leave us. What will we do? We can't go on without you. Don't die, Papa. Don't die.
Cara, que eu...
Will you stop all the bell-aching? How's a man supposed to sleep with all that racket? Ow, ow, ow.
Ih, não lembrava disso.
You're late! You should have received your deployment order hours ago. I'm Black Mage Ominous Crow. I don't expect special treatment just because you're the Lord Marshal's daughter.
What's he talking about?
First, I'd like you to answer a question, Ominous. When did I leave the Knights of the Eternian Sky?
No questions. You'll speak when spoken to and not before. And watch your tone. Plus, I said there'd be no special treatment. Tell your valet or whoever to get out. And you, it's you! You're the Wind Vestal! From the wanted poster. What are you doing with Adia? I won't have it. I look forward to having her under my command. I won't let some Vestal ruin it.
Oh, right. I think I remember this now. Maybe? Anyway, listen, Ominous.
Be quiet! Don't talk to me! You can't be real, so leave me alone! Ha! This is all some evil illusion brewed up by the Vestal. Let's see how it stands up to my fire! What is with you people? Stay away from me! It's just not right! The cheek of it!
Ah, o dele é diferente, vai falar dele.
I did nothing wrong.
There should be no more fires in town now.
You showed skill making it to our central control. But unfortunately for you, you won't get any further if I... I'm in fine form today. I'll show you how weak...
Já?
Victoria!
Victor,
Alas, you're far more unstable than I had feared. We must seek treatment at once.
É, cara, nem conseguiu falar a frase dela.
Victor.
Silence, if you please. She would likely pay...
It's happening again.
Again? What do you mean?
Oh, I was just thinking out loud.
Allow me to tell you a story. Once upon a time, in a place not of this land, there was an orphan child suffering an incurable disease. Her name was Victoria. Though still a child, she was abhorred by those around her due to her affliction, as the orthodoxy cast her aside. She was taken in and raised by the orthodoxy soon after her birth. She simply waited upon her inevitable demise, all the while gasping in pain and despair. Then, a chance meeting changed her life. On death's door and abandoned, she was found by the Grand Marshal, who wandered the lands after renouncing the She began her treatments in this land after the Lord Marshal conquered and renamed. It was I who created the white magic cable. I advocated the use of treatments by amplified white magic on her. But my assistant in my white magic research, Vincent S. Court, my father, he pressed endlessly for an alternate treatment, one not based on the amplification of white magic. But it was alchemical genesis he proposed. It is a forbidden art.
Ai, fiz merda.
Heresy, banned since the time of the old faith. The Lord Marshal and I both rejected my father's proposal out of hand. But he would not be swayed. He didn't so much as ask Victoria's consent. He believed his cure had rid her of her affliction, but the truth was far different. It stilled her growth, and periodic fits grew more frequent. Soon, it began to cripple even her mind. My father has since passed. She found clarity one day, returned to herself. She murdered him. I was devastated. No, in truth, I was already a broken man. You must think me a fool for not loathing my father's murderer. But I could not exact vengeance on her. I was entranced by her innocent eyes and childlike form. I devoted myself, body and soul, to her healing. Yet, I failed to relieve her suffering. Each time her tiny form is racked with pain, I ask myself, knowing the result, would I still have intervened as I did? But ever is my answer the same. As long as I draw breath, I will see that she does too. No matter how she suffers, I'll not allow her to die. She is both my crime and my redemption. My ego, my joy. I dedicate my entirety to her. And know no greater pleasure.
What nonsense. I mean, really, Victor, that was so boring and really long, too.
Forgive me, Victoria. How do you fare now?
Back to my old self, but I don't think I could take another one of those fits. Now, let's take care of these fools once and for all.
Your wish is my command.
Stop it! What is the point of us fighting?
The point, you ask? Because you disgust me, Adia. That is reason enough to fight, no. I wish to see your corpses flayed before me, fools!
É, agora tem rancor no primeiro dia. Eu tô lascado porque eu esqueci de colocar o antiveneno, mano. Eu vou ter que matar ela primeiro.
I am sorry. Forgive me, Father.
Victor? With Victor gone, my treatment will stop. The next fit I have will be my last. So, with the short time I have left, I'd like nothing more than to crush you all!
Tadinho.
Just as cold as before.
It is...
Right. Lester, eldest son of the House of Dero, born in...
It seems...
Never has a visitor spoken.
Ah, ele veio falar.
Lord DeRosso!
Ah, you know me then. You must be... Yes, I see. And it seems there is much you already know.
Lord DeRosso's ordainment portrait.
From the old faith to the orthodoxy. An era of great change that sealed Lord DeRosso's fate.
The meaningless power struggle took place in this world as well, it appears.
You know much. How uncanny. Almost disturbing. Which is perhaps ironic coming from me.
Lord DeRosso!
I see. My fate has already...
Lord DeRosso's castle siege painting.
This is where his never-ending struggle began.
And his never-ending sorrow.
So, you feel pity for me? Well, I suppose stranger things have happened.
Lord DeRosso.
The question is, to what extent do you... No, let us leave that for another time.
Lord DeRosso's portrait of immortality.
Accept me, and I shall grant life everlasting. Though it shall be filled with grief, thou shalt have all eternity to wreak vengeance upon thine enemies. Who or what was talking to him, and why?
Even I know not. Just as I know not how you came to know those words.
Lord DeRosso.
Accept me. Ah, yes. Eternal grief and eternal vengeance.
Lord DeRosso's war landscape.
The war that changed the very land we walk upon. I shudder when I think of the manner in which it was waged.
Care for a taste of my power? The power to fell mountains and tear the earth asunder.
Lord DeRosso!
Then again, you people might... Well, we would simply have to try it to find out what would happen. No?
Lord DeRosso's portrait of the Archbishop.
So Juliana was responsible for cutting off the Vestals and temples from the corrupt orthodoxy. But the description for this portrait only tells of the time he was hatching his plot.
Precisely. The actual events therein shall be told in other paintings.
Lord DeRosso.
Or perhaps you have already. Yes, 'tis in the realm of possibility for those such as you.
Lord DeRosso's asterisk painting.
There are asterisks in this world too. It seems the sage here in this world also wanted to reduce the Orthodoxy's authority. I've always wondered what they were made of. They have such a warm, bewitching glow.
Truth be told, he never shared the secret of their making with me either.
Really? He kept the secret from you too?
The next time we meet, I shall have him explain it to me. I commend you for making it this far. The final painting lies beyond this throne. I shall reveal it to you if you defeat me in battle.
You're referring to the angel painting.
Precisely. You know much that has yet to happen, my friends. The last test is a test of strength. I shall only reveal the painting to those whom I deem worthy. One might also say that there is no need for those who are unworthy to lay their eyes upon it. But be forewarned, I am a formidable foe. I trust you are well prepared.
Vamos lá.
How can this be? The immortal Lester de Rosso?
Ok. Como é que vai falar aqui?
I am a man of my word. Behold, the final...
Lord de Rosso's angel painting.
It's as he said. She looks just like Agnes.
You can say that again.
Yes, they could be twins.
Is there really such a resemblance?
Did I speak thus in the previous world?
Oh, Lord de Rosso. I don't recall if you truly said that.
I seem to recall he did. At least I think.
Well, no matter. The truth is, there is a striking resemblance.
Look!
This crystal has also reverted.
Wait.
Another...
You're the...
Tadinha, só autístico, não sei no nível máximo.
Hurry up and awaken the crystal before we are beset by more beasts!
Of course. I'm ready, Eri.
I'm sure you have the hang of it, but if there's anything you... Okay, let's go. You can stir the crystal. Keep going until I tell you. When I say stop, you have to stop.
Are you sure we have been doing this correctly? I would hate for it all to be in vain again.
Huh?
It just worries me a little.
Wait, may I ask you something, Agnes?
More questions?
What are the crystals? Are they really born of the Vestals?
Now's not the time for a lesson on crystal lore.
I've never heard the full story either. I'd like to know.
Let's save it for after we awaken.
The crystals are not born of the Vestals, nor are they creations of the Orthodoxy. They existed long before human civilization arose. They turn hopes and prayers into energy that builds up within them. The Vestals, then...
Yes, I know that part.
Ring a bell? You have that I'm in pain look again.
If the crystals thrive by storing the prayers of the faithful, what were they before they were objects of worship?
I cannot say. The scriptures say not of such a time. Do you know, Eri?
The crystals have always been crystals. It's simply a matter of more and more people worshipping them.
The Templars spoke on this. The crystals should be overseen by one who looks out for the good of the people, he said. Not some power-hungry cult that has rotted to its core. What exactly did he mean by that?
Huh? What's he talking about? Someone care to fill me in?
I fear I do not understand either.
No, it's... Never mind. Apologies for interrupting.
Not yet! Just a little longer!
No.
And after you'd come so far, a pity.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. Sorry. She lives, but I failed to protect her. No!
Can you hear me? Ring a bell!
I'm sorry. Everyone, I couldn't. Forgive me.
Feeling better, Ring a bell?
Tiz, I remember everything now.
Your memory is back? That's great news!
I'm not so sure, but at least it all makes sense now.
Will you tell me?
I am Alternus Dim, the Dark Knight. I spoke before of my suspicions that we'd been transported to a parallel world. I've been seeing more and more glimpses of the past these last few days. I remember crossing swords with you, Agnes and Idia, any number of times. And I've witnessed firsthand your death at the hands of a horrible creature.
And it wasn't simply a dream?
No, a memory from a parallel world, most likely. Do you remember when we first met in Kaldisla?
Yes. In the world before last.
And what did the pattern on Ares' wings look like then? It looks like the number 3 now, but in the previous world, it was a 4.
Now that you mention it, how about the world before last?
It was a 5. I recall it clearly.
It's decreasing?
In my memory of you 3 getting killed, the pattern looked like the number 6.
And that means...
In short, I'm the Dark Knight from the world before your own.
I see. The pieces are starting to fall into place.
I don't want to believe it, but I think Eri really is... She's... I could only watch it happen. I couldn't do a thing.
Ring a bell.
I have a favor to ask, Tiz. Please tell Agnes what I just revealed to you. Sometime, someplace where Eri isn't around. Will you do this for me?
All right. Of course.
Then you'll believe me?
Eat the gun.
The final temple. Listen, why don't we go speak with the sage first?
The sage? Whatever for?
Sounds like a good idea. To the sages.
What?